Hi viewers, it's TVB.
Hello.
I'm here with my sister Auntie, and
Yeah.
you see, we're filming this in June, but Auntie's going to college soon, so she asked me if we could make our video a video regarding our top 5 favorite movies of all time. So Auntie, are you ready for this?
Yes, I'm very ready. I thought long and hard about this list, and by long and hard I mean like 20 minutes, which is
Me too.
That's as long as my attention span is. So let's go. All right.
So, do you want to go first?
I think you should go first.
Okay, sheesh.
Steve? No, we're gonna stay together.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're not schmoes. No, we're gonna do this together, man. We should probably stop hitting the table because
Yeah, then the little chick here. Now, before I had such a hard time making this list, and hang on. Oh, there's my list. And I had such a hard time making this list, and I just had to make a couple honorable mentions. Life of Pi, King Kong, The Wolf of Wall Street, 12 Years a Slave, Jackass 3.
Jackass. Wait, really, Jackass?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Captain Phillips, This Is the End, The Dark Knight Rises, The Hobbit, Mulan, Despicable Me, Harry Potter. So many great films I've seen in my lifetime. I just had such a hard time narrowing it down to just 5. Why couldn't I make this top 20 favorite movies of all time?
Because that'd be a lot of movies.
That'd
be 40 between the two of us. So how about you say your 5? Now.
Well, 5 through 2, then you say 5 through 2.
No, we'll alternate. I do my 5, you do your 5.
Okay, that's
Alright, so, okay, cool. So, do you want to, can I say my honorable mentions then if we're alternating?
Yes.
Alright, my honorable mentions, this was also hard for me, but I pretty much knew what my top 5 were. I'd say if this was a top 6, then I know exactly what number 6 would be. That has to be Mulan, that, like, defined, Mulan, in case that wasn't clear, Mulan, like the Disney movie. That defined, I don't know, it gave me so much girl power, and I feel like I've really, like, carried that on to my personal life.
That's number 6 or 5?
That's number 6 for me. And the rest of the honorable mentions are all in that 7 spot. I can't pick. I can't decide a favorite. Harry Potter, 1, 2, 3, 7, part 2.
And
I can't.
And the 4th one?
No, I didn't like the 4th one that much. I mean, I liked all of them, but those are my favorites of the Harry Potter movies, and I can't pick a favorite from all of those. Back to the Future, all 3 of them. I love those movies. I've seen them a million times. And Argo, which is just a cinematic masterpiece. But yeah, so those are my honorable mentions. Mulan is definitely like the number 6 though. Alright, so you have 5.
Okay. Number 5, what do I have? The Lion King. It's just my favorite movie I've ever seen. And like in preschool, sometimes I'd go home and I'd watch like one of the Disney movies, and I always look forward to every time I watch The Lion King. It was like the beautiful animation, all the funniness, all the great songs, the animals. You know, I think if you're as kids didn't know, I really like animals. I want to work with them when I'm older, so this is just like, it inspired me so much to work with them. And just The Lion King is just a masterpiece. I saw this one person like say his top 10 least favorite animated movies, but The Lion King, I was like, The Lion King's for losers, big middle finger Lion King. I think the only person who deserves a middle finger here is you.
That's very true.
Okay, what's your number 5?
My number 5, okay, I had a hard time picking that number 5 spot. It was between this and my number 4 movie, but I ultimately went with The Dark Knight. I've only seen it once, so that's why I put it at number 5. I feel like if I'd seen it more times, it would be higher up on my list. But I just remember watching that movie and being so
very good,
entertained, emotionally moved by it, and also just like, I love it when a movie that you're watching just makes you go like, whoa, like that was a phenomenal movie. And that's what The Dark Knight did, specifically The Dark Knight. I did not like Batman Begins that much. I love The Dark Knight Rises, but that's not in the ballpark of my top 10 favorites. But The Dark Knight, I just felt like the acting was phenomenal. Heath Ledger was amazing in that movie.
He was Joker, right?
Yeah, he played the Joker. Christian Bale, who doesn't love Christian Bale? I think it's not physically possible to. And that whole Harvey Dent plotline, I loved everything about it. I like myself a good action movie. I can't really sit through romance movies, which is kind of weird because I think 3 of the movies in this list are romance or rom-coms. But I normally don't like romance movies. I love action movies, and The Dark Knight is by far my favorite action movie, except for my number 2 movie.
Okay, so is it number 4?
Yes, number 4. Your turn.
The Avengers. Probably my favorite movie of 2012. I watched the trailer for this. I was so excited to see this movie where all 6 of these great heroes just get together and just fight bad guys. It was not a big disappointment like The Last Airbender. It was just this awesome flick. It was funny. It was crazy action. It was just very well done. Big props to Marvel. I heard this making a second one actually. It might come out like
Age of Ultron next year.
I cannot wait for that.
What'd you think of the acting in Avengers?
Sorry?
What'd you think of the acting in Avengers?
Great.
You liked it?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Alright. My number 4, it's kind of a silly movie, but it also is like Mulan. It affected me in my personal life as a blonde. Legally Blonde. I've seen that movie. I have to put that on here. I've seen that movie like 15 million times. Well, more like 20, but I've seen it a lot of times in my life. And I don't know, whenever I'm just having a bad day or I'm in a bad mood, I'm just like, I'm going to watch Legally Blonde. And, yeah, it's great. And I like the message it has where it's like, you know, I feel like people will look at me at first glance and they're like, wow, she must be really stupid. And I feel like...
Sorry, I'm scratching my nose so much.
It's okay. Oh, God, I hope I didn't get you sick. I'm kind of sick right now, so hopefully I didn't get you sick. But, yeah, I mean, I like the whole message of how, you know, you need to be yourself, and that's the most important thing. People should not judge you based on how you look or how you present yourself. They should judge you based on who you are.
Exactly. So, guys, before you start flirting with that really sexy girl, just think about that.
Or go ahead. She might have a great personality, too.
That's true. Okay, you're bleeding. I see your list.
What? Oh! Sorry.
Okay, so is it time for number 3?
Yes, you're number 3.
Number 3, Avatar. Like, James Cameron, I heard he's a complete jerk, but this movie was just amazing. Like, all the special effects and just, it's just seeing these people. Like, I like it how people just, like, can create their own cultures like this, and I just love seeing that. It's like, it takes a lot of work. And I've seen that in many things, being a big science fiction fantasy guy myself. And it was very well action scene, like last 30 minutes. Great world that they have to go to. It's just overall, Avatar is just a masterpiece.
I wasn't a fan of that movie.
Whatever.
But I also have a James Cameron movie on this list, so we support him even though he's an asshole. All right, number 3, A Spectacular Now.
Really?
Yeah.
You like it that much?
I love that movie so much. Well, I mean, if you're a teenager and if you've ever been in a relationship, or if you're like an older teenager, like I'm a graduating senior right now, if you see this movie, you'll be able to look at this and go, wow, like this is so accurate and so true. Everything that happens in this movie happens in real life. And also, I just loved the chemistry between Miles Teller and Shailene Woodley. And I'm so sad that they're enemies now in Divergent, because I'd really like to see them do something romantic
Isn't
together
it an
again.
indie film Spectacular Now?
Yeah, it's a small independent film. Not a lot of people have heard about it or seen it, but I mean, I loved it. I thought the relationship was very well crafted, and I thought that sorry, oh God, I know his list, but he doesn't know mine. Because I helped him write his because he was so torn. But yeah, I loved everything about that movie. The one thing I will say is that it can be kind of slow, so you need to be in a certain mood to watch it. Mm-hmm. You know, like if you're in a ruffle on the floor, lolling kind of mood, then you don't watch this movie. You watch Legally Blonde. But if you want something that'll make you like appreciate being a teenager and appreciate teen romance, then that's a great movie. And it's not sappy at all, too.
Thank God, Twilight, the host, the Endless Love, they need to fix the teen romance genre.
Yeah, alright.
Okay, number 2?
Yes, number 2. Not the big guns.
Alright, number 2, I'm a dinosaur fanboy, Jurassic Park. Like, my friend told me about this because I was, like, really into dinosaurs when I was in 2nd grade. I still am really into dinosaurs. Like, you gotta watch Jurassic Park. And I watched it, I was blown away. Like, it revolutionized special effects, like in the 90s with all the dinosaurs and stuff. Right. And it's like, it inspired me so much to make my own dinosaur stories. Because I remember, like, the year before that, my friend always like, hey, let's make our own island filled with prehistoric animals. So we did. It was terrible, but it was good. It was whatever. And it was funny. It was just great. I just love Jurassic Park, and I still do.
It's a classic, too.
I heard that there's a 4th one is coming soon. Maybe, like, next year or something. That could be a rumor. I don't know.
Okay, cool.
Number 2.
Alright, my number 2. I feel very bad for saying this is my number 2 because I was incredibly torn between which one should get the number 1 spot. I like these movies equally. The reason why I put this as my number 2 and not my first movie, which I'll get to in a second, is because I've just seen this movie less times than my number 1, and it didn't emotionally affect me as much as the first one. So my number 2 is Inception. I love this movie so much.
I should watch it again because I was hopelessly confused the first time. But
he hated it.
I liked it.
No, you walked out of the theater and you were like, I don't get it. Well, you were like 11, so that makes sense. When did that come out? 4 years ago?
2010, yeah.
So yeah, you were 11, so that makes sense. I know a lot of people don't like it because they think it's confusing. I love movies that confuse you and make you think a bit and make you go like, oh my God, like what's going on? So. And the cast was amazing. The action.
Leonardo DiCaprio, you never disappoint, man.
But by far, this is so weird to say, my favorite part of that movie was the music. You leave the theater, and
Hans Zimmer, you never disappoint.
Hans Zimmer is just, like, stuck in your head, and you leave the theater, and you're like, oh my God, I want to go, like, into a dream inside of a dream and be a crook. And I love that movie so much.
Okay, so how about for our number 1, we say it together.
Okay.
And then, like, I'll discuss mine, and then you discuss yours. Like, 3, 2, 1. The
Titanic! I feel like are you surprised at all by mine?
Not really.
No, I'm not surprised by yours either. Alright, go.
Lord of the Rings, like, my friend told me about Lord of the Rings back, like, our summer going to 7th grade, because, like, I really like fantasy. Then he showed me, and I was just blown away, like, Tolkien. Like, I started reading the books recently also. It's just, like, it was such an amazing film. Not only is, like, so epic and just well done with all, like, the world, Middle Earth, and, like, all the bad guys and the heroes and all the good stuff. It just, in terms of the Academy, it like, I heard the Return of the King had the record for most Academy Awards, 111. Maybe there's others that have won more, but I don't know. It was, like, it's just such an amazing film, and I still remember it. And I'm too lazy to finish the books, and I have to finish the books, but I will always remember everything Lord of the Rings. I mean, The Hobbit, yes, you're amazing too, but The Lord of the Rings is just...
Lord of the Rings is going to be one of those movies that withstands the test of time. Like, when we're, like, 50, people will still be talking about that movie. Kind of like with my number one movie, which is Titanic. The first time I saw this movie was, I think, 3 years ago. I don't know. I was born in 96, so I didn't see it in the theater or anything. Wasn't around for all the buzz of it. But I don't know, just the first... I've never really cried while watching movies before. I almost cried at Dallas Buyers Club.
Really?
And I cried when Lori died during Walking Dead. That's pretty much it. The one movie that's ever made me bawl hysterically is Titanic.
Well, 12 Years a Slave made Mom bawl hysterically, is that?
Yeah. It made our mom bawl, but, I mean, I don't know. I'm not heartless. I just don't really... My hair is doing something weird. I just don't usually cry during movies. Especially, I saw The Fault in Our Stars last weekend, and the entire theater was sobbing, and I was sad, but I wasn't, like, bawling. I was, like, tearing up a little bit. But, anyway, off the topic. In Titanic... I love because the first half of the movie is a love story, and it's a very well-crafted love story. And yes, it's sappy, yes, it's epic, yes, it's not realistic in the slightest, but just the chemistry between Leo DiCaprio and Kate Winslet, like, you can't beat it. And just the scope of the film, it sucks you in. And then the second half of the movie, which is what I really love about it, is it just becomes this, like, action movie. It's like, iceberg, ship is sinking, you have to run to get Jack. Oh no, Jack is locked somewhere, let me get an axe, and oh, it's perfect. And then, of course, you know, I start crying about, like, the last half hour. There's a certain scene, I don't want to spoil it, but I think you know what I'm talking about. And then at the end, and then I stop crying for a little bit, and at the end I just lose it. So I love it when movies can emotionally affect you like that. I know it's such a girl movie to put as my top one, but yeah.
Okay, so there you have it, our top 5 favorite movies of all time. So, Auntie, you'll be off to college soon, and I'm going to miss you.
I'm going to miss you too. I'm gonna miss you playing with my arm like that.
Yeah.
You should upload this when I'm in New Orleans. So.
Okay, well, hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you later.
Bye.